Welcome to another episode of Stoic Night Live. It's your boy Teach. And on this episode, speaking my mind about how I feel, as I normally do. But this one right here, it's not for anyone in particular. I'm just speaking on some realness real quick because I just feel like it's on my mind. I don't come and speak about it. Um, if you really love yourself and you really got real respect for what you've built being the person that you are, then you understand that nobody can come and tear you down. Nobody can come and tell you different about yourself. You already feel who you are. You already know who you're becoming. You sure of yourself, confident, and you don't second guess yourself. You don't second guess what you say to people because you already know you stand on business. You got structure. You got purpose, and you know that nothing gonna really change that unless you make changes on yourself. Nobody can come rearrange who you are, who you becoming, what you working on, who you feel like you're gonna be. All of that is stuff that's gonna naturally build within you because you already know who you are inside. Um, for the guys who don't know who they are on the inside, that's when it could be dangerous. That's when you start really losing yourself to be with somebody else, or you have to be with somebody just to have somebody so you can say you got somebody and you feel safer now that you got that person who's your better person. And I think that's a great thing if you really find that genuinely. But if you one of these guys who haven't really healed from past trauma, childhood trauma, and really just out here um, looking for love just to say somebody love me, then I feel like that won't be something that's gonna last too long. It'll look good for a little while. It'll feel better for a little while longer, but it'll end just as heavy as it began before you even know it. And by that time, it's a lot of time behind you that you can't get back just to experience having that particular type of love, right? I think it's awesome. I'm a lover. I love love, but I don't love love at the expense of myself. I know how to indulge, and then I know how to just like pull back. Sorry, my bad, y'all. Know how to pull back, and then I know how to make sure that if I'm feeling a way, I speak on the way I feel, and let people distance themselves if they need to, or they stay by the flame, which is me, and I'm just gonna stay burning bright as I normally would because I think that's being a man, right? I think being a man is standing on purpose, staying grounded on purpose, and continuing to add to your structure and still all while remaining on purpose, not by faltering to somebody else's idea and plans or halting your plans to make somebody else feel good for a few moments that may last, may not last long, but they could. I think a lot of guys that I've been seeing lately who are in these relationships actually don't get the type of credit I feel like they deserve because the women always come first in those relationships. And, I tend to think that sometimes that's a little outdated, even though I'm from another generation, a few generations back, but I still see it a little bit differently. And I still say that the women, especially for a guy like me, who's at the age where, so many different types of women are available, uh, and the way that I'm able to be the person that I am and experience these particular type of women, it just shows that it's so many different types that are open to getting to know guys because there's not really a lot of good men out here to pick from. It's really, uh, from what I hear, a lot of my women friends say it's just really not a lot of great options out here. It's a lot of, you know, different types of guys, but a lot of them don't really have that momentum, that mindset. They don't really have the structure or the purpose that entertain or to keep certain women entertained. It just, you have to be a certain type of guy, and you definitely got to be a certain type of woman to attract a man who already got everything together. Like myself, I got everything together, and I'm only building on my structure. I'm only going to get more educated. I don't really center myself around no women because I can't grow as a man like that. Even if I was in a committed relationship and had a wife or something, I'd still stay the same person. I really wouldn't switch it up, because at the end of the day, I still got to stay sharp as who I am, as me. I don't really want to get outside of that. I want to stay building on me because that's what's most important, building on me. And I feel like a lot of times we lose sight of that getting into these relationships where you got to somewhat think for somebody else, and they got to be on point with respecting how you put things together for them to connect with you. So I just think that you have to really get a chance to learn who you with so you understand those plans better so they work for both people. You can't be one sided. It gotta only be one way. And that's really how both people see it. It can't be how one person see it, how this other person see it. It gotta be I see it, you come together and y'all both see it the same way. Or y'all make it a way where y'all can see it similarly. It might not be the exact same way, but y'all see it similarly. Think that's how it's supposed to work. And if you do it like that, everything is kind of better anyway. It's less pressure on one person, and it's a better feel overall. I think everything works out from there. But that was just something I just really wanted to come and speak on because at the end of the day, I feel like it's nothing wrong with being who you are and being with who you want to be with. But you got to stand on your purpose, stay grounded, and really understand that who you are and becoming who you going to be, they definitely got to make amends. Like you got to figure out who you're becoming while also monitoring and fixing, so to say, the old person, going back and really patching up things that really didn't work out for you in the younger years. Go back and really patch up that trauma so who you becoming don't get drowned into the sadness of who you were. So you don't have to keep looking back and feeling wounded because of what used to happen. It don't got to be like that. It could be way different from that now. So that's something I really wanted to speak on today. What was on my mind is that, like, yo, wherever you at in life, just keep building on structure, staying grounded, my guys. Keep building on structure, stay grounded, and just really just understand who you becoming. Understand who you were so you can get past it, grow into that next level, step into it fully, and then only grow more on top from there. Once you learn how to grow more on top from there, you got it. You killing it. Everything good from there. This is just me telling you something that you already probably know. Because I know a lot of guys out there, we like me, a lot of the guys that don't got no kids, and you're a good dude, and you've been studying yourself, and you've been really working on yourself, and you just understand yourself better than that you keeping your thing together, you working on you, so you gonna keep on continue to keep getting more smarter, keep getting wiser, keep getting more financially brilliant, and you gonna make everything work. So I already know who I'm talking to, but I just like to come and speak my mind sometimes on how I feel about this thing too, because at the end of the day, like everybody in my circle, I'm only building to be better and to get better, get wiser, educated, financially sound, and invest in my talents and into everything else that's going to give me a monetary gain. So that's it for today. All of my Stoic Night Live followers, everybody, all the new followers, all the new subscribers, what's up? More topics coming, but I just speak my mind here. I don't really come here to be like everybody else. I might have a topic, I might not. I might just tell you something real. Salute.